Yep, Bob Lynch video, long time no see. First of all, today's March 10th, which is Mario Day, MAR10. But we're going to be talking, and there's a sales pitch right now for games off first party games. But newsflash, Nintendo. We've already sold a lot of Switches. People already own a lot of Switches. And the games out there on sales, a lot of people already own. And for $39.99. And remember the days before of Nintendo Selects, Player's Choice, when they dropped the prices down to $19.99, $29.99, or whatever it is? So, yeah, I think that, it's just that Nintendo, these are old games. And also the new Switch package. Oh, you get the Mario 10 day and a choice of one of these 3 games out there. But Nintendo, first of all, the prices are, they're old games, first of all. Secondly, the Switch is 6 years old, all right? I mean, $20 should be the normal prices of these games. And I think Nintendo should have just, work on the new Switch, and maybe keep the Switch Lite as a affordable alternative, because they can do that and cater to the lower income people out there. But yeah, that's what I have to say about March 10th, Mario Day. Hey, a sale of games they've already owned. All right, that's what I'm going to be saying about this. Now I'm going to be talking about the new system's backwards compatibility situation. Look, we need it. I've got to say, let's look at PC games, all right? You don't have to worry about, losing your games when you purchase a shiny new PC. Yeah, you get the PS4. Guess what? You can't play PS3 games. I don't see a problem with PCs. I can just, I can just deauthorize my old ones, authorize my new PC, and boom, you keep your games. You keep your purchased games, like good old games, Steam, like that. Yeah, you get to keep your games. Where do you have that with consoles? I think the good news is that chips are becoming more and more streamlined as AMDs and like this, and they could just be able to beef up the next Switch, to beef up the next iteration of the chip, and it will easily play old games, much like the situation with PCs is today. But I gotta say that it's a very important feature we have to have on the next Switch, because people bought a lot of software, and if they lose it, I mean, especially with DLC like this here, or digital software, whatever it is, yeah, you're SOL. Microsoft and Sony made their systems backwards compatibility with PS4s and the Xbox Series X. Of course, it won't be 100% one-to-one, but you'll still get to play your old games on the new system. But this is something that Nintendo Switch 2 desperately needs to have. Backwards compatibility of the next system here. But I've got to say is to Nintendo, it needs to be backwards compatible, man. Because it's done on PCs for the lengthiest in eons. PCs has always been backwards compatible because you're just doing one continuous generation of, it's a new Intel chip or a NVIDIA chip or an AMD chip or whatever it is here, that it does play your old games. So I have to say that, hopefully the consoles will catch up to it, and so you will play your new games. All your purchases carries over to the next ones. PC versions carry over in this one. So I have to say that at the next Switch isn't backwards compatible, it's going to be an issue. And so this is what I have to say. And yeah, the Wii U was backwards compatible with the Wii, but it didn't sell well because, well, first of all, many people bought the Wii's were just grandmas and they just went to mobile. And the Wii U, they thought it was, oh, it's just an extension to the Wii, like this. But I gotta say, the mainstream media is catching on. We're seeing Microsoft and Nintendo getting to bed with each other. And hopefully the Switch 2 will be marketed correctly. And it will sell well as long as Nintendo markets it correctly here. Because that's what I have to say. I gotta say the Switch 2 needs to be backwards compatibility. The other things that they need to put in the Switch 2 is user replaceable batteries, at least 16 gigs of RAM, and put a solid state drive. No more 32 puny 64 gig storage, 1 terabyte minimum. It's not that expensive. You can get a 16 gig chip for $50. 15 gigs of RAM for like $50, and 1 terabyte SSD M2s, they're sub $100. So, yeah, Nintendo, it's time to put decent storage in there, because we're heading into digital, and storage is more important than ever. So I have to say, JD out, and yeah, Bob Wrench video, this bridge. Hopefully they'll fix it, and yeah.